This episode should be titled, Does Ronald Lauder secretly love the Golden Girls? Let's look at the timeline just real quick. 1987, the clip of Golden Girls in Greenland comes out that has gone viral. If you've not seen it, you're in for a treat. By 1989, Ronald Lauder is heavily involved in politics, so much so that he's running for the mayor of New York City. That would be amazing. Like, if he won, do you think everybody got like a youth do? Like, that would be, I don't know, Ronald Lauder, mayor. Fascinating. Here's what's even more fascinating. He then goes on to share the exact same plot of Golden Girls from 1987 and 2018 with his buddy, the president, Donald Trump. So, like, was he watching a rerun late at night and was like, I forgot, this was like the best idea ever. And who do you think he is? You know, has he taken the quiz on which Golden Girl are you? If so, Ronnie, can you let us know in the comments?
This is Off the Shelf, where we take the most iconic beauty brands, products, and people in the beauty industry off the shelf and examine the stories behind the story. It's where beauty is treated like the economic, cultural, and power-building force it really is. I'm Susannah Dellinger, and here we're going to talk about what really shapes the industry, who holds the power, how decisions get made, and what it actually takes to build, scale, and quite frankly, survive in beauty. These are the conversations happening behind closed doors about money, relationships, risk, and cult moments. If you're building, breaking through, or trying to understand how beauty really works, or just love a really good story, you're in the right place.
Welcome back. So, apparently, you know how everyone's got that one crazy uncle in their family? Turns out, spoiler alert, Estée Lauder family is just like us. They've got a crazy one too. Like, you know, most crazy uncles are like harmless and they're crazy. Not Ronald Lauder. Ronald Lauder, the heir to the Estée Lauder fortune, apparently must have been visited in a dream by his mama, by Estée Lauder, that there is some amazing rare earth mineral that is going to put youth due to shame beneath the ground in Greenland, honey. Because, spoiler alert, 1 week after starting this podcast and talking about can beauty be a powerful force geopolitically, socially, we all woke up to the news headline that Ronald Lauder, in fact, is the one who went to his good pal, Donald Trump, and said, I got an idea. Let's take Greenland. So according to The Guardian, who first broke this, in 2018, Lauder went and said, hey, this is a really great tactic. Look at all of these rare earth minerals. And I'm kidding. Obviously, it wasn't about anything with cosmetics, although who knows, maybe there is like the highlighter to end all highlighters hiding up there in Greenland. But saying, hey, there's some incredible resources in Greenland for AI and weapons technology and all of these really dark, bleak things. Let's go take it. And according to the former national security advisor at the time, Trump said to him, hey, one of my favorite businessmen friends just gave me this incredible idea. What do you think about Greenland? So like Hailey Bieber, she's got a big brand. If Hailey Bieber was like, hey guys, I've got a plan for Palestine. Like, I don't know that people would listen, right? But because Ronald Lauder went to business school with Trump and has been friends with him for 60 years and has, you know, one of the largest beauty companies out there and is a donor to the Trump administration, and again, close confidant, Trump was like, yeah, Greenland. And Denmark's like, could you maybe make like a fragrance instead? Like, I just fail to understand how we still do not see beauty as the true political force that it can be. I am not going to sit here and say that Ronald Lauder has not been a career businessman, politician, all of the things for his entire life. Obviously, he has. But how did he get there? What funded him to be able to go to the same business school as Trump? It is the Lauder Corporation. It is all of us spending the money on our favorite beauty products to then send the heirs to school to do stupid things. And nobody came out and said, that's not really a great idea. We shouldn't be on public record talking about foreign policy with our allies. Like, Denmark controls Greenland. Denmark is an ally. Like, this is probably not the best look for any beauty brand who wants to stay neutral, who wants to not really rattle any type of customer, to have it come out that the heir, the head of Estée Lauder, is over here thinking about how to invade sovereign territories. Like, I don't know about you, but not enough advanced night repair in the world can turn back my frown lines from reading this headline. Okay, what gift with purchase are we planning on giving Greenland when we take it, right? We know Estée Lauder started the whole gift with purchase, right? Like, and that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Like, we cannot come back from that. We cannot put the toothpaste back in the tube that we now have to give people things for buying things. Like, it's a whole, like, nobody's making any money in beauty, but we all know that. But are we going to give them like another island? Like, hey, we took you, but you get this. Like, I don't even understand what the plan is here if we're just going to listen to people who have no place. Should I be talking about it as somebody in the beauty industry who did not graduate college? Come for me in the comments. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. But we are living in a time where every dollar we spend is a vote for the world that we want. And I have been told, never say anything unless it is kind or if it's necessary. And I feel more now than ever that it is necessary to peel back the curtain for so many people who aren't paying attention and don't understand that where your dollar goes changes and shapes the world. I've said it a million times. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars go through this industry. Those are donated to politicians. It's public record for where most of it is donated. I don't actually care which side of what party you're on. You should be informed. That is what I believe. You should know what is happening with the dollars that you spend and the fact that it is a vote. A lot of people are saying, let's boycott Estee Lauder. Let's change and not purchase anything that's owned by Estee Lauder, which, we did an episode that talked about all the beautiful brands that they own. I think we should do the reverse of a boycott, because boycotting doesn't actually do anything to a brand. When you say we're not going to buy any product from it, well, so many more people just aren't informed and are going to. You stopping to buy product is not going to be felt for at least a quarter, if not more, if ever at all. But what is going to be felt is people showing up and supporting the brand that is doing good, great things. We've talked about in another episode about how 3 million people logged on at the exact same minute across the country to purchase tickets to go to Ulta Beauty World. 3 million people wanted to participate in something and spend $100 and some to do so. What if 3 million people got together and decided on one particular day they were all going to go online and spend $49 with a brand that they believe in? $3 million times 49. So we're going to talk about millions and millions of dollars behind a brand suddenly out of nowhere. That takes market share away from the competitors like this brand people want to boycott. Let's talk about you can 100% unfollow them on social, unfollow them on TikTok, take away their audience. That does so much more than just deciding not to replenish again, advanced night repair. Okay? Take away the platform until the brand, and this is only one of many that are in some hot water right now, until the brand has no choice but to publicly address it. They can say the thing. We will all relate. They can say, we've all got a crazy one in the family. I'm the youngest of 9 children. I've got 5 brothers and 3 sisters. I know what it is to have a relative that you just politically do not agree with. They can come out and say it. They can say, we believe in beauty for all. We believe in not taking stuff that's not ours. And by the way, here's a great gift with purchase as an apology. Okay? That would actually be iconic. Whether or not we want to face it, we must. Beauty is 100% political. When we look at other countries around the world, when we zoom out of our own lens of the US and we look at what's happening in horrible places like Iran, where people are being killed, where people and women are being forced to hide themselves. They can't even show their hair in public. They can only show their eyes. Beauty is being weaponized against women. Beauty, 110% is political. How it is viewed, what is allowed around it, how it is addressed, how it is marketed. You have to do your research and understand what these brands are doing with your dollars. I have not publicly addressed it, but I, in the agency, turned down $1 billion company that came to us and wanted to hire us because I went online and I researched where their donations were. Not that I think that brand is like watching my YouTube or listening to my podcast. Maybe shout out to you if you are. We will remain unnamed. But I could not sit with the fact that we would be amplifying their efforts. And of course, you could sit here and say, oh my gosh, well, they're going to be $1 billion brand no matter what you do. Well, listen, I know what little power I have, and that is my field team. This field team that I have run for the past 4 years through Bright Beauty Connect has generated over $15 million in revenue. And that is just from the hands of my actual people, let alone the impact in helping those brands get into more retailers nationally and internationally and expand. $15 million that we're able to funnel into other companies just from my one field team. I want to be able to sleep at night and know that those dollars are going to companies who want to change the world for the good, not change the world based on whether or not we call something Gulf of America or Gulf of Mexico. And that is our God-given right as American citizens to be able to vote with our dollars in those ways. You are going to come in my comments and you're going to tell me to keep politics out of beauty, or maybe you're not going to come at all, and that's great and that's fine. But I want you to know every single day, what you put on your face, what you spend your money with, you are choosing the world you want yourself to live in, your daughter, your son, their children, your nieces, your nephews. You're voting with it, with your dollars. Don't do a boycott. Put your dollars behind the brands that you believe in. I beg of you. I may not have a company if I continue to come on here and share all the laundry that's behind these billion-dollar companies, but it's already publicly being done. The press ran with it and talked about it. Do I think Estée Lauder is a horrible company that needs to be boycotted? I don't. I think they have an absolute PR crisis because of one person that has their last name. And I think they must address it and they must face it head on so that the people who love these brands that belong to the Estée Lauder family can continue to feel good about where their dollars are going. One person's opinion, one person's beliefs, one person's actions does not reflect an entire company. We are mature enough, sophisticated enough to understand that. What we do have to realize is that silence is a choice. Them not coming out to address it, we must take into account. Beauty is political. Let's talk about it. These conversations matter because who gets to speak shapes who gets to win. If this episode challenged how you see beauty, business, or the power behind the industry, share it with someone who needs to hear it. To connect or explore more, check the show notes. I'm Susannah Dellinger, and this has been Off the Shelf.